Hello, fellow light beings. I am Julie Joy, your servant to the light, with another message for you from Anne and the Angels for June 1st, 2024. And the title of this message is Allowing Heaven to Help. And they begin, my dear friends, we love you so very much. Take a deep, slow breath and exhale very slowly. In so doing, you have just decided to love yourself. You have chosen to allow life and spirit to flow into your body. Nourish your cells. Encourage the cleansing flow of lymph. Increase circulation and invite us to come closer and help to create balance in your mind, body, and spirit. You have just made a strong statement to the universe. I am open to receive life and love. You didn't think of all of these things. You didn't say these things. You simply took one deep, conscious, and deliberate breath. However, your choice to do this sent out a vibration to the universe that called for spirit, life, and love to come into your physical body, soothe your mind, and help balance your emotions. One simple, self-loving choice, dear ones, and there is so much benefit to you. Likewise, every time you choose to simply accept yourself as you are releasing resistance to love. When we speak of resistance, we are not talking about a mental blockage to love. We are talking about tuning into a lower vibration that blocks the unended flow of love from reaching you as strongly as it could. Water, for example, is available in your faucet. It is ready to flow at all times. Much of the time, and for good reason, the faucet is off, thus resisting the flow of the water. When you open the faucet, you release all resistance, and the water that was there, just waiting, begins to flow. Similarly, divine love is always there, emanating from the source, waiting for you to allow it to pour into your mind, body, and soul. Here is the good news. Any simple, self-loving, self-soothing, self-accepting, or other loving choice allows it to flow to you in the moment that you begin vibrating in the frequency of love. Even in your deepest grief, you can reach out for a cup of tea, or for some of you, a glass of wine. That would be me. And this is a form of self-love at that moment. We know we've inspired some judgment as we say this. A glass of wine, how can that be loving when it is often a form of escape? Well, dear ones, anything that helps you feel better, as long as it does no harm, can raise your vibration. So many of you criticize yourself for your habits. I spend too much, I drink too much, I eat too much, I sit around too much. We understand that you realize there are other things you want to do, other versions of yourself that you may want to become, but in reality, most of you are judging yourself by criteria others have impressed upon you. What is too much, dear ones? Who gets to decide? Our answer is that you get to decide. You get to decide when something lifts you versus when it begins to drag you down. You get to decide when something tastes good versus when you start feeling or are not even tasting. You get to decide when spending feels like self-love versus when it feels like filling an empty gap. No one else gets to tell you what is right or wrong for you. You get to decide. No one else walks in your shoes, lives in your body, or experiences your unique mind and feelings based on your very personal history and present moment. No one, dear ones, knows better what is good for you or bad for you rather than your own authority. By all means, take the opinions of others that you resonate with into account. Weigh them against your own feelings. If you want to eat healthier, for example, you might visit a nutritionist or study various experts online. Some of their recommendations might feel wonderful to you. That is a good clue that this is a good path for you. Some of their recommendations might feel too restrictive. Keep searching for the ones that don't. You can get fit by finding exercises that you love. You can lose weight by finding foods that taste good to you. You can be healthy and have a few glasses of wine if you have a metabolism that handles it. You know yourself better than anyone else does. You know your history, your body, and your own feelings about right and wrong. You, dear ones, have a direct connect to the divine, and like every cell in your body, every bit of nature, you know what feels good in the moment and what does not. Trust that. In a given moment, all of creation is impulsed by the divine toward its desires, as surely as the body impulses every cell. Both the divine and physical impulses guide souls and cells towards greater harmony. Just as each cell receives unique instructions based on its purpose, needs, and relationship to other cells, each of you receives unique instructions based on your desires, needs, and relationships with other souls. Dear ones, accept yourselves. Accept your feelings. Accept your quirks and the so-called flaws with love. As you do so, the ones not rooted in love will evolve naturally, while the ones that are will remain. If you love yourself enough to refrain from judging your spending and spend more than you have, then next time you'll realize that you didn't feel so good and spend in moderation. Or perhaps your bills will motivate you to start a side business you've always wanted to start but were not yet motivated to do. Always, if you accept yourself as you are with love, you will naturally and organically begin to recalibrate to the frequency of love, which can only bring good into your lives. Breathe, dear friends, slowly and deeply. Receive our love. Receive our non-judgment. Receive our vision of your beautiful hearts and your love. Above all, receive the peace of knowing that no matter what you do, you can't stop the divine and your angels from loving you. You can only receive it or not, and it is as simple as making one self-loving, self-soothing, self-accepting, or loving choice at any given moment. God bless you. We love you so very much. And this is a message from the angels. I liked a lot of parts about this. Sometimes we deny ourselves things that just do make us feel better or make us feel happy because we think it's sinful or fattening or whatever. And they're advising us to coin an old-fashioned phrase I grew up with: if it feels good, do it. This inspiring message from the angels was channeled by my dear friend Ann Albers. Her own website is visionsofheaven.com. She has an upcoming workshop in the Phoenix area in about 2 weeks. Please go to her website if you're interested in meeting Ann and meeting many like-minded folks. Also on her website, she offers pre-recorded messages and always a healthy recipe. You can buy some of her photographs or artwork. There's a lot of fun things there on Ann Albers' website, visionsofheaven.com. I believe I will be able to post the words to this message below, but I'm not 100%, but you can always find the words on her website, visionsofheaven.com. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light, and it's always my honor to be able to bring these beautiful messages to each of you. And remember, don't forget to create a great day.